Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to morning 9 a.m. Tuesday yoga with me, Adrian. And first of all, today we're going to be doing a lot of balancing work. So if you have a yoga block, okay, so today is an opportunity to use it. If not, then it's not necessary. This is optional. This is to help us in our balance. Not really necessary. You can also use like your surrounding furniture or whatever, or if you have a stack of books, like something harder, something that looks like a block, you can also use that. Don't use anything that's going to fall over. Also, it's optional. Okay, if you don't have a block, doesn't matter. I will show you both options with or without a block. It's just that some of you have a yoga block, so it's so that I let you have the opportunity to use it. Okay, so I'm going to put it one side first. And today our team is going to be single leg balancing. We've been doing a fair bit of leg work, so the legs are strong enough now. So we move it up another level. And when we do balancing, what are we focusing on? We change the focus on one is we strengthen the foot and the ankles. When you balance with one foot, the feeling is very, very different from balancing with 2 feet. 2 feet no need to balance that. That's how we normally stand anyway. And also, more than that, it's not about strength. It's a lot about calmness of mind. That's where the mindfulness and the Zen part comes in. Because when we're very tense, it's very difficult to balance. So we're going to be spending a little bit more time on balancing work, so that other than using your muscles is also to use your mind to calm your body down, and that will lead over to your other working life as well, when you need to de-stress and all, how to remain calm in these stressful situations. So with that said, let's come out and then let's warm up. Since we're going to be balancing, we begin on our feet. So we're going to start with the feet together, the thighs together. So we'll make sure they're not apart, they're together, so that the whole weight is going down onto your 2 feet. And then we're going to get the sense of our balance first. So let's bring our hands together to the heart center. So make sure that your thumb is in contact with your chest. So not away. When there's separation, you will always feel like, the hands are moving around. You don't feel really grounded or firm. So bring it all the way so that you can feel where your thumbs are. And then immediately when you press your thumbs to your chest, you feel that suddenly very grounded. You know where your hands are. You know where your feet are because you're squeezing the thighs together. You feel very stable. Now, gently close your eyes. Okay, remain standing here with your eyes closed. And then we take a deep breath. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. And continue at this pace. Now, as you gently inhale, you can feel the foot muscles gently shifting around, trying to keep your weight balanced, trying to keep you upright. And these are muscles that you normally don't pay any attention to when your eyes are open, but when it's closed, suddenly you can feel all the muscles in your body working so much harder. And you can feel the ankles tensing, the foot muscles tensing, your toes are shifting around, trying to keep your body upright, and then your thighs are squeezing together to maintain your balance. You can feel your abdominals wrapping in to keep you upright. And all these things you normally don't notice when we have our eyes open. So it's important to pay attention to what are the muscles that are working to keep us upright now. Because later we're going to use all of them. And 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And then now gently open your eyes and bring your awareness back into your space. Now, from here, we're going to increase the difficulty level. So with your eyes open, let's bring the right knee up. Okay, just 90 degrees. From your standing position, just bring the right knee up. And then we try to calm our breathing down and maintain the balance. Because we've already established our breathing, it's not so difficult now. We hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower the right foot down. And now we're going to bring the left knee up and then maintain standing upright. So now you can feel your feet shifting around, trying to keep you upright. The toes are working, the ankles are working, your abdominals are working. We hold here for 3, 2, and 1. And gently lower the left foot down. Now from here we're going to bring our palms over our head, palms together over the head. Now from here, as we exhale, we bend to the right. So whole body bend. So we warm up our spine for our balancing ahead. It's very important to have a straight spine later on. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, we bend to the left. So palms together, we're pushing our hip to the right hand side, getting that nice spine conditioning, and inhale back to the center. Now from here, we're going to bring our hands to our hip. And then we're going to start warming up our tree pose. We're going to start with tree pose, but we start with several levels. So first of all, we're going to lift our right heel off the ground. So from the side, I lift my right heel off. Then I'm going to turn my knee to face to the right hand side. So we try to open up the hip as much as possible to point to the right hand side, like 90-degree angle. Now we're going to place my right heel on top of my left ankle. See, my right heel is on top of my left ankle. My ball of the foot is on the ground. Then I'm trying to open up my right hip as much as possible and then stand in an upright position. Let's stay here for a few breaths. This will help to open up our hip and start our stage 1 of our balancing. Okay, let's take 2 more breaths here. Let's slowly letting the hip open up, because tree pose is a hip opening posture. Now we're going to bring the right foot up. So see my right heel's on the leg. Then I slide the heel up below my knee. Okay, very important, below the knee. Then we try to open up the hip a little bit more, standing upright, looking straight forward, and breathe. So you can find a point on the wall or in front of you to focus on, and then you try to relax your breathing. So balancing is not about strength. We're not using a lot of strength here. We are using our calmness. We are using our slow breathing. We are using our focus. 1 more breath, and slowly we place the right foot back on the ground. Then let's stretch out our left foot. Our left foot work very hard. So let's flex the left foot forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, and then let's do the other side. Now from here again, the left heel off the ground. Then we open up our knee to the left hand side. We place the left heel on top of the right ankle. The ball of the foot is on the ground. Then you try to open up the hip as much as you can. So we start with a little bit of warm up for the hip flexor. So this is very good, especially if we sit a lot every day. The hip flexor muscles tend to be very tight. So this helps us to straighten back our posture. Okay, so nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. So slow breathing. Now let's tambah. So we bring the left heel up below the knee, not on the knee. So we never want to step on the knee in a tree pose, because then you're putting a lot of lateral force onto your kneecap. Okay, so below the knee, open up the hip as much as you can so you feel the stretch here, stand upright. So now we're trying to balance already. Okay, then we slow down the breathing, maintain focus, and then I allow you to chill out. If you're new to this, then if you've got a wall or whatever, you can reach out and touch the furniture just to hold the balance. Our focus is more on opening up the hip first, and then slowly release the left foot down. Right foot bring up and flex. Okay, let's relax the ankle. So you can feel the arch of your foot working very hard. So if you have flat feet, do this every day, because you feel that when your 2 feet are on the ground, your arch is not working so hard. The moment you lift 1 foot up, the arch now has to balance out your body. So it's going to work very hard And over time, if you've got flat feet, right, you just keep doing this every day while you're watching Netflix or something, you'll find that after about 3 or 4 months, your arch will return. And then you have much stronger feet and ankles. Now let's go to the next stage. If you have, let's say, a table or whatever, or a chair or sofa, you can reach out and touch up. So the next thing is we're going to bring it all the way up. We come back to the right leg. Now we use 2 hands to hold the shin bone. We pull the foot up as high as you can, step into the thigh. So remember, it's like this. You can step below the knee, or you can step above the knee, but not on the knee. Because when you step on the knee, you're pushing your knee outwards, so it's very dangerous. So when you practice tree pose on your own, be aware of this. So we want to pull it all the way up as high as you can. Then we want to open up the thigh as much as you can, okay? So this is a hip opening maneuver. So we don't want the knee to be like this. We want to open it up first. So once this is okay, then we stand upright, hands to the heart center. Right, then we stay here. Or if you want to challenge yourself, you can bring your palms over your head, look straight forwards for a full tree pose, Savasana. Okay, how's everybody doing? Let me see. Okay, very nice. Yes, Hasina, use the wall. Don't worry. Always feel free to use the wall or whatever. Okay, if you need support, go ahead. Because all this will take time. So it's better to use support and focus on opening up the hip rather than wobbling around and letting the whole body close in. Okay, later on as your feet go stronger, you'll be able to do it easily. Okay, one more breath. Slowly release the foot down. Again, hands to the hip. Let's stretch our poor left foot. Work very hard. And then also you find that when you balance, not only the body wake up, the mind also suddenly wake up already because of the balance. Okay, let's do the other foot. Again, slowly, if you have a wall, just feel free to lean against it or hold it. Bring the foot up. Okay, we want to focus on the posture. Bring it up as high as you can. Step into it so that it's firm, it doesn't slide off. Then we want to open up the hip. Open up the hip, then slowly, if you can, bring the hands to the heart. You can have the hands here. You can have the hands here. Or once you feel balanced, you can bring the hands over the head. And then just maintain focus. So tree pose is a hip opening maneuver. First of all, it's a hip opener. Okay, so it doesn't matter how high your feet is. Of course, the more flexible you are, the higher you can bring it. Next is it teaches you focus. 2 more breaths. Very nice. And 1 more breath. Now slowly return the left foot down to the ground. Then we're going to stretch our foot. Very nice. Okay, so now wake up already. Then we have a sense of what we need to do. So today, in addition to this, we are going to do all the single leg balancing poses. We are going to do a warrior tree later. We will build as part of our flow. And then we are also going to do a half moon. And then we are going to do a dancer's pose. So all the single leg postures coming out today. Let's come to the front of the mat. So we begin with the feet together. We will start with a warrior tree. Okay? So feet together. And then hands to the heart center. First posture like a warm-up. As we inhale, we bring the right knee up. Okay, we're going to do this a few times, so don't worry if you can't get it. Also, if you have a chair or wall in front of you or side of you, feel free to go and use it. Now, as you exhale, slowly extend the right leg back. Lean the body towards the ground into warrior tree. Bottom leg straight, chest facing the ground. We're looking down to the mat, lifting our right leg up. Let's see how everybody's doing. Very nice. Okay, let's hold here. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Now from here, carefully step the right leg 1 big step to the back into a lunge. So from here, I just gently drop my ball of the feet down. The right heel is off the ground. I straighten up my body first. Then I extend my hands upwards, arm next to the ear. And then from here, we're going to lower the front leg more. Right thigh push back so that the lower body is firm. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, Left leg drop lower. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2 hands down to the ground. Slowly straighten the front leg. We straighten the front leg by relaxing the thigh. Don't tense the thigh muscle. Relax the thigh. Use the hip to pull the legs back into a pyramid posture. Try to straighten both the legs. Back heel off the ground. Forehead towards the knee. Finger walk forward more. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now we bend the front knee. Right palm on the ground. Open up the chest, stretch the left hand up towards the sky. So it's like we're trying to touch the ceiling. Okay, we don't want to pull the arm back, we want to stretch it up towards the ceiling. The right thigh is still pushing back strongly. Now, left hand point to the front. Arm next to the ear. Inhale, turn the chest, look up to the sky more. We're adding a little bit of twist for our spine. 1 more breath. Inhale, twist more. Exhale, left hand on the ground, left leg step back into a downward dog. Now let's stretch our shoulders out. When we want to balance later, it's important to have straight shoulders. So let's straighten it out now. Bend your both knees. The shoulders push to the back. So we're trying to stretch the shoulders to the back as much as possible. And then straighten your legs. Reach the heels towards the mat. We have a very nice long position. Hold here for 2 breaths. Hold here for 1 breath. Now inhale, come forward into our plank. Now we warm up our shoulder and core muscles. Shoulders push up to the sky. Your thighs push to the back like you're trying to reach the heels towards the back. Hold here for 5, 4, very nice, 3, 2, 1. Now, gently place the knees down to the ground. We drop the hip and the chest down. Okay, hands next to the chest. Let's work a little bit on our Cobra Posture. Okay, first of all, we focus on the lower body. Top of the feet, press into the mat. Don't let it come off the mat. This is your anchor. The thighs press into the mat. Your hip press into the mat. So we squeeze the glutes to press our hip into the mat. Now squeeze your elbows into the rib cage. Inhale, lift the chest up into Bhujangasana Cobra. Take a deep breath here. Now let's improve our posture. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen the neck upwards. Stretch the neck away from the shoulders. Make sure the top of the feet still pressing down firmly. Then you feel grounded. Now let's tuck our toes in, toes tuck in, lift the hip up back to plank. Slowly up. Then we use this hip motion, hip pull you back into downward facing dog. Now let's open up our hip. Right leg up, 3 leg downward dog. Bend your right knee, open up the hip. So shoulders push to the back. We stretch out the shoulders. Standing leg straight, open up the hip more. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Right foot step, 1 big step all the way forwards to the front. Left leg forwards. Exhale and fold. Relax the neck and shoulders. Hands on the shins. Inhale. Roll the body up. Bring your palms together over your head, looking up to your palms. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Now let's do the left leg. Again, we bring our feet and thighs together. Then we bring the left knee up. Find the balance first. So relax yourself. Find the balance. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now from here, slowly extend the left leg back into Warrior 3. So we focus on keeping the standing leg straight, leaning the body down so the whole chest is facing down to the mat. We're squaring our hip to the mat. 1 more breath, left foot, step back, 1 gentle step. So we just need to drop the foot back, keep the weight balanced, heel is off the ground, straighten up the chest, extend the hands up. So step by step. Now inhale, we lift the chest up to the sky. Exhale, we drop the front leg as low as you can go. The left thigh is pushing back. This is the balance leg. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2 hands down to the ground. Relax the thigh to straighten it. We're using our hip to pull our leg straight. Forehead towards the knee. Finger walk forward into pyramid posture. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the front knee. 2 hands on the ground. Right leg step back to downward facing dog. So again, we bend our both knees. Shoulders extend to the back. Straighten the both legs again. Let's give our shoulder blades a good stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Now inhale, come forward into a plank. So shoulders push up to the sky. The thighs extend back, reaching the heels to the back. Hold for 2 breaths. Hold for 1 breath. Then let's do our Bhujangasana again. Knee down to the ground. Hip and chest down. Bring the hands to the chest level. So again, we start with the feet. Top of the feet press down into the mat. Your thighs press into the mat. The hip press into the mat. Now squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, lift the chest up. So now let's hold longer. Roll the shoulders back, stretch the neck out. The feet press into the mat more. So you feel that your lower body is very grounded. It's helping to lift your body up. 1 more breath. Then we tuck the toes in. Lift the hip back up to plank. Then we use the hip to pull us back. So the shoulders are relaxed. We use our hip to pull us back. And then now we open up our left hip up. Left leg up. 3-leg downward dog. Bend your left knee. Open up the hip. Now shoulders stretch to the back. Turn and open up the hip more. Scorpion dog. 1 more breath. Now left foot step. 1 big step forwards. Right foot forwards. Exhale, fold. Relax the neck and shoulders from here. Slowly roll the body up. Bring the palms together over the head. Exhale. Hands to your heart center. Okay, very nice. Now you feel warmed up already. Whole body stretch. Let's take a short 45-second water break. Wipe the sweat down. Then we begin with our half moon practice. Okay, hi, morning Joan. Hi, morning Sunita. Okay, so for the second part, I will do both with or without the block. We're going to spend a little time on the technique first. Okay, we're going to learn the half moon. We're going to spend maybe about 3 to 5 minutes to learn the posture. Okay, when we learn complicated postures like this, it's important to take the patience and time to keep doing it until you get the feel. If you just try to like halfway do one time, you will always struggle with the posture. Okay, so it's better to do less things, but you learn at least one thing well, then it carries on to the following classes. So if you have a block, you can use it now. If you don't have a block, not necessary. Or you can use some really thick books also, okay? If you got a 1,000-page Lord of the Rings hardcover, this is the time when it's going to come in useful. Alright, okay, so without the block first, okay? For those of you with no block, without the block first. So later on with the block, very simple. Hand cannot reach, just put some big heavy stuff there or a big box that's not going to crumble. Now, first of all, we make things easy for ourselves. Whenever we want to do leg balancing, okay, so we're standing on our feet now. Okay, we want to have our thighs and feet together. Now let's do a simple experiment, okay? Feet and thighs together. We bring the right knee up. Okay, easy, we warm up already. Okay, now we bring the left knee up. Okay, kacang putih, Okay, now open up your feet. Hip level only, no need too wide also. Just hip level like how you would normally stand. Now you bring the right knee up. Suddenly, like very hard to lift off. Then you have to wobble to the left, wobble to the right. Okay, then stand back, hip width apart. Left knee up. Feel the difference? Like suddenly, when you bring it up, there's so much more effort to bring it back to the center, because when our feet are apart, you have 50% weight. Suddenly you lift off, you have to shift the 50% weight back to one of the legs. When the feet are together, they're directly over your spine. At any time, you lift up, it's 100% on one foot is balanced already. So whenever you want to do any balancing postures, begin with the legs together. It makes life a lot easier. Now let's do our first posture, the half moon. So from here, feet and thighs together, we bring the hands up. So my palms will be facing each other. And then I want my arm next to my ear. So you can see it's one straight line going down. Then I am going to push my hip back. Okay, so I push my hip back. Remember, like just now, the warrior tree, the warrior tree? The chest will be facing the ground. Now I stretch my hand out. I push my hip back. I try to get a long spine. If you need to, you can bend your knees a little bit. Then I'm going to drop my hands, my fingers directly underneath my shoulder. Okay, so first I want to stretch my body up. Then the hands come down one straight line. So here you see it's very close already. I want it here. Next, I bring the right leg up. Right leg come up. So we focus first. Bottom legs try to straighten. Try not to bend. If you bend, it makes things harder. So you try as much to straighten as you can. Then we bring the right hand to the hip. Right hand placed on the hip. Then we turn the hip. So the toes, you see my right toe, I flex it in. I open up my hip to the right hand side. Try to turn the chest as well. Once everything is balanced, extend the right hand up to the sky. Half moon. To come back, hand and feet back down together, and then raise yourself up. Okay, so with the block, it's going to be like this. If you have a block, same thing. Stretch up. Here, the block comes down where my shoulder is. Place the whole palm on your block. Then we do the same thing. Turn over. It's just that the block makes it easier because it's a higher position. Okay, or you can put it lower if you have a book, also here, just to give you extra height only. Let's try the left hand side. So the block is just that if you have trouble reaching the ground or you have trouble straightening out the legs, you can just put some support on the ground. Now, first the theory, why hand placement, how to figure out where to put my hand. The hand follow here, you see, my leg is going to bend at the hip. Then I want my body, I need to straighten out my body. So my shoulder to the hip, this is the distance that we want on the ground. So if I have my hands very close to my foot, what happens? Then I cannot extend. I feel that I am squeezed up in one ball. Then I cannot open up because my body already very shortened already. If it's too far apart, also problem, it's like I'm trying to reach, no balance. So directly under the shoulder. Let's try left leg up, feet and thighs together, hands up. Then we push the hip back. Come halfway first. This is to measure our body. Then the hands go down where my shoulder is. Then I cup my right fingers on the ground. Left hand on the hip. No. We go to the two hands. The left leg up first, standing split. Then we bring left hand on the hip. Then we slowly turn the hip. Once we turn the hip, then you can turn the chest. Everything okay already. Then the hand last. Okay, then to come back, all we need to do is bring the hand down, bring the feet together, and then raise ourselves up. Okay, so now 3 minutes own practice. 3 minutes you don't have to hold so long. Most important is how to go in, how to come out. I'm trying to give you the technique so that you can practice at home, because balancing postures practice makes perfect. Okay, so don't worry if you don't get it all in this class. Most important is you know the steps how to go into it, the steps of how to exit from the posture. The rest is you have to do like 100 times, 200 times, then you become good. Okay, it's like just like work. The more times you do it, the better you become. So again, the steps are feet and thighs together, hands up straight, so our body is in one nice straight line. From here, lean halfway. We bend the body from the waist. So from the waist, we bend halfway. Stretch the fingers out. Hip push to the back. Try to lengthen the body. Hands come down. Raise the right leg up. Standing split first. Cup the left fingertips on the ground. Right hand on the hip. Then we focus on opening up the hip first. Open up the chest first. Then we stretch the right hand up. Not a lot of steps to it. Down to come back, bring the hand down first so we have support, bring the feet together and then come up. So even when coming up, you feel very stable. Okay, let's keep going. How are we doing? Okay, at your own pace, just do right, then do left, okay? Do right leg, do left leg, do right leg, do left leg. Another 2 minutes. Very nice, Nazrin. Hi, leading. Very nice. Okay, so you're leading. Bottom leg straighter. Straighten the leg. Yes. Then slowly turn. Then the moment your bottom leg is straight, is totally straight, you feel much more balanced. Okay, very nice, John. Yes. Nice position. Then lift one leg first, standing straight. Then hand on the hip. Then slowly turn the hip. Focus on turning the hip first. Okay, slowly, careful. So as you turn right, you try to maintain the balance. Okay, wow. Okay, so that looks like a very nice height. So Umi looks a bit tall. your tube look a bit tall. So if you're using a block, remember to press the whole palm down. So with the block. Okay, so the same. Here, I come down halfway. Then I see where my shoulder wants to come down. I place the block here. Press the palm down, so it's approximately shoulder level. Then the same thing, I would raise my leg up and then I would focus on turning my hip. Turn the hip first, then the body will follow. Turn the hip, body will follow. And then only last of all, we stretch the hand up. That's right. So the block is just to give you additional height. Of course, you don't really need it, then you just stretch your fingertips down. Okay, let's do the last one for everybody. Very nice, John. That's right. And then remember, when it comes to balancing, calmness is the issue. So if you're feeling very tense, very stressed out, then you stop, you come back, relax, recompose yourself. Because what happens is when you're very stressed, it affects your muscles. Because halfway you notice that you have to fully stretch the body. Your body needs to be relaxed. When it's tense, everything squeezed in. That cannot balance already because the body like stone. So that's what happens when you get stressed. You don't realize it, but the body tenses up. That's why you get all this like neck pain, shoulder pain. So when you relax, everything open, then you find, so simple one. Okay, so that's the key. Now, okay, take a rest. Hand on the hip, stretch the legs up. Now we're going to tamba to a vinyasa. So when we start off, just now we start off with the warrior 3. So now we start off with a half moon. Half moon go back into our standing posture. So it's going to be, we do the half moon already, we step back, then we're going to step back into our lunge. Then finish off with our vinyasa for full flow. Then we go on to our dancer's posture. Okay, let's come. Okay, let's come back here, feet together, thighs together, and then hands to heart center. From here, inhale, stretch the hands up. We start with the right leg up. So, push the hip back, stretch the fingers forwards. Then we want to place our fingertips on the ground. From here, the right leg up, standing straight. Cup the left fingertips on the ground. Bring the right hip to the right hip. Bring the right hand to the right hip. Straighten out the left leg. Now slowly we turn the hip. Turn the chest. Then reach the right hand up. We stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the right hand back down. Step the right foot in. Now from here, step the right leg back into a lunge. Bring the body up. Stretch the hands over your head. Now inhale, lift the chest up. Lower the front leg as much as you can into a lunge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands down. We straighten the front leg into pyramid. Bring the forehead to the knee. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend your front knee. Right hand on the ground. Open up the chest. We extend the left hand to the front. Inhale, turn the chest up. Stretch and twist the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand in. Left leg step back. Downward facing dog. From here, inhale, come forward to plank. And we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee down, hip down, chest down, hands next to the chest. Remember, top of the feet pressed into the mat. Inhale, squeeze the elbows in, lift the chest up into Cobra. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck the toes in, lift the hip all the way back to downward facing dog. We open up our hip one time. Right leg up, 3 leg downward dog. Bend your right knee. Open up the hip, stretch the shoulders back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot, one big step all the way to the front. Left foot forwards. Exhale, fold, relax the neck and shoulders. Now inhale, roll the body up. Bring your palms together over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Let's prepare for our left hand side again. Feet and thighs together. And then we're going to stretch our hands in line with the body, one straight line. Then we push the hip back. Stretch the fingers forwards. Then release the fingers down where your shoulders are. Cup the right fingertips on the ground. Left hand on the hip. Raise the left leg up. Now from here, we slowly turn the hip. Keep the right leg straight, standing leg straight. Turn the hip, turn the chest. Then last of all, only the left hand come up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, left foot down. Step the left foot back. Bring the body up. Bring the hands up into a lunge. Deepen the posture. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, front leg go lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands down. Straighten the front leg into pyramid. Bring the forehead to the knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the front knee. Left hand on the ground. Open up the chest. We stretch the right hand to the front. Turn the chest up to the sky. Extended twist. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, right hand down, right foot step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. And we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee down, hip down, chest down, point the toes back. Now get ready for Cobra. Feet press on the ground, squeeze elbows in. Inhale, lift the chest up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes in. Lift the hip all the way back to downward facing dog. Now left leg up, 3 leg downward dog. Bend your left knee, open up the hip, shoulders extend back more. Hip open up more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot, one big step forwards. Right foot forwards. Exhale and fold. Relax the neck and shoulders. From here, inhale, roll the body up. Bring your palms together over your head. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, good job everybody. Let's take a 45-second water break. Relax yourselves. We will come into our dancer's posture next. Okay, everybody's having fun. So Umi and Sunita, don't be too comfortable on the ground. We're going to be continuing on our feet. Okay, the next is to prepare for your holiday shot in the future where one day you get to travel again. This one is makes for very nice Instagram pictures. Because half the reason of why everybody learn yoga is to take nice Instagram pictures, right? You don't tell me, but I can guess lah. Okay, so you imagine that the back here is your nice scenery, mountain lah, waterfall lah. Okay, then dancers pose very easy to do. We just go there, we bang out one posture. Then already then everybody know. Wow, you what yoga? Wow, cool man. And then it looks very nice against the background. So the same, all the easy postures to do when you want to take a nice shot, or even you go downtown KLCC Tower, things like Warrior 2. These are very powerful postures. And also it's a very wide posture. So you have a long background, it looks very good. Things like Warrior postures or even Warrior 3 or especially Dancer's pose, it looks very elegant. Okay, now let's go through step by step how to get into it. So let's all come back to standing. Again, when we're balancing, what do we have to do? Feet and thighs together, okay? This is to make things simple for yourself. Next, we want to stretch our hands up, but this time, the palm face forward. I don't know if you can see now, I can stand back more. Palm face forward. So now you feel like an Olympic diver. Okay, palm face forward. Next, we step the right leg back one step. So we open up the hip first. Then the right hand rotate back. So you see from the outside, I rotate back so that I open up my shoulder and my chest. So this is open. My left hand still up. Why? To hold my body in straight position. Then I bend my right knee and catch my shin bone. Not the foot. You see the foot, I can flex around. It's not firm. I hold my shin bone. This is a very solid bone. We need to pull later. Got reason one. Now, we focus upper body. From the waist, we bend. So we come down. So see the arm. The arm is parallel to the ground. So not like this, not like that. In case you're wondering, some like this, some like this, which the correct one? Competitions and the yoga competition standard, we want the arm in line with the floor. Parallel, it looks better. Okay, so once we stretch the hands out, lift the head up. Because your head like that, cannot see the head, not nice. Lift the head up. Then, front of the body, don't care already. The leg now stretch back. Keep the bottom leg straight. Stretch back as much as you can. The more you stretch the leg back, the nicer the posture. Then, if let's say you feel wobbly, step back together, breathe to compose yourself, and then do all the step again. So let's do together. Now, left leg. Then again, 3 minutes. You try right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. Because this one more complicated. Also, if you got sofa or wall, you can use it. If you have a table, you can lean on the table. You have a wall, you can hold the wall. Okay, use props. Let's try the left side. Again, hands up, palm face forward, thighs together, like Olympic diver like that. Then, left leg step back, one step. Just a small step to open up the tendon. Then, the left shoulder, the left arm rotate. So we don't want to go from the bottom. You can see it gets stuck. We want one circle so that I have a lot of space in my shoulder because I need to pull my shoulder back. If like that, you will hunch over. Okay, so shoulder roll from outside. Catch your shin. Then upper body lean. Lift the head. Then only stretch the leg back as much as you can. Bottom leg straight. To recover, just stand back together and breathe. Okay, let's go. Chop chop, 3 minutes. Right leg, left leg. Because when it comes to balancing, it's always have to keep doing. You do lose your balance, don't worry. Okay, wobble, wobble, wobble. Okay, come back. Relax. Calm yourself down. Like I said, balancing is all about calmness, not strength. No strength involved. Has to remain relaxed. Okay, so again, let's go through all the steps. I go to my right leg now, feet and thighs together, hands up, palms facing forwards. Step the right leg back one step. Right hand, rotate from the outside to the back. Then I catch my shin. From here, upper body again. Lean forwards halfway, lift the head, extend the right leg back. To recover, step back forwards, breathe. Then do the left leg. Left leg, same, thighs together, hands up, palms face forwards. Then step the leg back first. So from here, step leg back. Open up the tendon. Open up the shoulder. Catch the leg. Lean the body. Lift the head. Extend the leg back. Then recover, step back together into Tadasana. So we stand like that. It is mountain pose. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so the steps are important. Why? Because it gives you a step-by-step frame of reference. Sometimes when you do everything together, you try to one shot like that together, then the body gets confused. It's not only the mind gets confused, the body gets confused. You're trying to straighten your leg, you're trying to straighten your arm, you're trying to stretch your leg all at the same time. Then you just cannot cover already. But when you set up one step at a time, you find that it's easier to get into. Also, you set up your body correctly. Okay, so let's keep doing. As you do that, I do together with you. I remind you of the posture. Again, keep doing. The steps are thighs and feet together, hands up straight, palm face forward, right leg back one step, roll shoulder back, open up the shoulder, grab the leg, then upper body. Set up the upper body first, lift the head, everything upper body okay, then only stretch the leg. Stretch the leg is last. Okay, we set up the whole body first, then stretch the leg. Stretch the leg depends on flexibility. The more flexible you are, the higher and further back you can pull. So the more you stretch it out, the nicer it looks. But even if you cannot stretch much, even if you're stuck like that, it still looks good in the photo. Everybody knows that you're doing a dancer's posture. Okay, but if you come up like that, one time like that, people, or you like that, then people don't know what you're doing. Okay, at least get the hand and the head correct. Very nice, Nazrin. Straighten the bottom leg, lift the head more. Very nice. Hasina, careful. Okay, too much already, too much already. You lean forward too much, you lean too low. So what we want is the hand in line with the floor. So we don't try to go low already. You get the upper body okay already. Upper body don't move, then just this leg only. That's why we don't try to move too many things at once. If you try to stretch the leg, stretch the hand, right? Then you tend to over pull the balance. Then you're shifting the balance around. So we want the arm here. Once too low, it doesn't look good anymore. And then, since now you're all getting better, then we work on the front hand. So the front hand, you keep doing, the front hand, the fingers will be together like this. Okay, if you want to be fancy, then the competition style is a Jian Mudra, we call it. It's going to be, we hold the thumb, let me come close. We will hold the thumb over the first bone. See my finger? I grab it tight. So not like all this, not like all this, like all the girly one. No, it's a strong one. First, we hold the first socket. It's a very firm grip. Then the three fingers are together like this. Okay, like this. So you can see, I grab it very tight from the front. It looks good. From the side, it looks very nice and straight. So it's not like all this, like open out like that or open out like that. It doesn't look good. We do this. This is international competition standard because we want a strong, firm posture. You will also feel the hand very firm. So therefore, when you do this, okay, we go through the step again. I go back, I will do my Jian Mudra. I will come here like that and stretch it back. And I will lift my head to look forwards. If I have my head down, it also cannot see your face. Don't look good. Lift the head up, stretch forward so we have length. When you stretch back, you can see a nice straight line coming up. Then it looks like it looks very commanding. It looks like you are in control. Okay, and relax. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's stretch the legs out. Hands on the hip. Okay, let's right foot flex forwards and back, forwards and back. Rotate the ankle around, and then other side. Left foot flex forwards and back, forwards and back. Rotate around. So again, this video is recorded, so you can always refer to it again when you want to practice. Don't worry if you feel very wobbly. This is one of those postures you have to practice like 100 times, 200 times, Whenever you're free, you just practice. And after a while, you find that it's easy to do. When you're first starting, right, it's not only that your body, your muscles need to also condition. Because suddenly you lift one foot off, you feel all the muscles working. Those muscles in your foot are not used to balancing your whole body. That's why you feel wobbly. So it's like lifting weights. Okay, you have to keep doing it. Then your foot muscles and your arch will get stronger. As you get stronger, it gets easier because your body is stronger. Also, when you need to stretch it, you need a certain flexibility. Okay, so slowly work towards it. From here now, finally, we can come down to the ground. Let's give our body a good stretch. So, because we work all the hip a lot, the butt also work a lot, right? Let's do a lower body stretch. Bend the knees, we lie down to the ground. So first of all, we want to stretch the front of our hip flexors. With the knees bent, open up the knees to the ground. The heels are together. The knees open up to the ground. So we stretch out our hip flexor first. Palms up like Savasana. We stay here for 1 minute. Okay, so slowly breathe. This is to also let our breathing and heart rate come down. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And from here, let's use our palms. Hold the outside of your thighs and close the legs back together. Sometimes you open up too long, then you feel the thighs become a little unresponsive. So just use your hands to help. Now we're going to twist our lower back. We cross the right leg over the left. Drop the both knees to the left hand side. Both feet on the ground. And then make sure that your both shoulder blades are on the mat. Left hand pull the knees down. Then we have a very nice stretch into our lower back and SI joint. And just breathe. So you can use your left hand to apply more pressure. This helps to reset our pelvic bone alignment as well. Especially if you sit a lot at work every day, you will find that this is very therapeutic for your lower back. One more breath. Bring the knees up. We change the crossing. We cross the left over the right. We drop the two knees to the right hand side. Right hand pull down on the knee. Both the shoulders on your mat. Make sure the feet are relaxed. Don't tense your toes. Relax the toes and the feet. When you tense your toes, it will run up all the way to the hip. You cannot stretch the lower back. So whole body relax. Then you can feel a very nice stretch on the lower back. Hold here for 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Now from here, we bring the both knees back up to the center. And then now we're going to pull our knees to the chest for a deeper stretch to the lower back. So first, we bring both the knees to the chest. Open up the knees to the side. We grab our feet. So heels together, grab left hand, right hand. Move the feet over the chest. Move the feet over the chest. Knees point out to the side. pull the feet to the chest. So all the while, we are trying to point the knees up to the side. We're pulling the feet as close to your chest as possible. So you can feel very intense stretch on the lower back. And hold here for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, slowly release the feet back down to the ground. Extend the legs all the way to the front of the mat, okay? So since we're down here, we will do a Savasana together today. Open up your feet to the edge of the mat. Now step by step, relax your feet. Let the toes point out to the side. Relax your thighs. Open up your hands facing the ceiling. Relax your palms. And then next, we want to relax the shoulders. Pull the shoulders towards your feet. So we're pulling the shoulders away from our ears. And finally, turn the head to the right, turn the head to the left to fully relax the neck muscles. And then gently close your eyes. If you have a towel, you can take the towel to cover your eyes to make things more comfortable. And from here, let's focus on our breath. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. And continue at this pace. As you inhale, just let the breath flow all the way to your fingers and toes, re-energizing your body. And as you gently exhale, just feel all the tiredness, all the stress, all the tension flowing out of the body with every exhalation. And we're just focused on our breath and our heartbeat. Now let's take our last 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And now let's bring our thighs together. Extend your arms over your head. As you inhale, give your whole body a good stretch. Loosen back out the shoulders, the hips, the legs. 1 more deep breath, stretch the whole spine long. And now, gently bend your knees one at a time. Keep the right arm straight. Roll the whole body to the right hand side. Rest the head on the right arm for a while. Let's take 1 more deep breath here. Use your left hand to slowly push yourself off the ground. We come back into a nice, simple seated cross-leg position. Now from here, we sit upright, shoulders relaxed. Bring your hands to the heart center. Namaste and thank you everyone for joining me this morning. So I hope you had some fun. Okay, so balancing postures are always fun. So when you wobble that time, feels a little bit tension. As you get better, you have a few months to practice. So in a few months time, by the time you can travel, right, all very good already, can take very nice Instagram pictures. So remember when you next time you take your dancers pose at the waterfall, tag me, then I can see how at least we achieve something in the class together. Okay, so again, have a great week ahead. Next class is tomorrow morning, 7:30, gentle yoga. So of course, if let's say when you're practicing, you're not sure if you're going through the steps correctly, you can always just shoot a short video. You know, like how you set up your camera now. Just shoot a short video, and then you can just send me through Messenger. Or you have me on Messenger. So just send me through Messenger, and then we can review it. Then I can give you some tips, or I can shoot a short video and show you that. Okay, so it's very easy to be connected with technology nowadays. So again, have a good day ahead and have fun, everybody. Bye bye.
Adrian, bye-bye. Bye, ladies.
Thank you. Bye, Adrian. Bye, all.
Thank you, Adrian. Bye.
Everybody.